Hello everyone, this is Gamer, and welcome back to the Da Vinci Code. Let's continue where we last left off, shall we? Here we are. Why did Robert didn't stand still like that? That was weird. Here we are, at Westminster Abbey, where Isaac Newton is laid to rest, I believe? I think he's laid to rest here, I think.
I believe there is more to find if we keep looking.
Huh.
Shakespeare's statue is a highlight of the main hall's Poet's Corner. Chapter House. The Chapter House may only be viewed on guided tours. Art Restoration Hall.
I see.
The Art Restoration Hall is where monuments are routinely cleaned and restored. Chaucer's tomb.
Interesting.
Another main hall poet, Geoffrey Chaucer, is famous for writing the Canterbury Tales. That exactly is true. I remember that. King Henry III tomb.
Curious.
King Henry III is one of the most visited tombs in Westminster Main Hall.
Fascinating.
You are here at the main hall entrance. St. John's Chapel. St. John's Chapel features the tomb of Baron Hunsdon. Newton's tomb.
Aha.
The tomb of Sir Isaac Newton is featured monument in the nave. Yeah, so that's where Sir Isaac Newton is buried. The cloister.
Oh.
The cloister offers a spectacular view of the courtyard. Nice. There's a secret here. Gold coin. And there's people here. Well, a couple of NCPs. That's weird. There's only I only see 3, but there were like a whole bunch in the cutscene, right? That's weird. Scaffolding. Left rear wheel. Unlock the wheel brake. Yep. So we can move this because there's a hidden door right there. There's nothing blocking this wheel. King Henry III's tomb.
This is interesting, but I don't think it's related to what we're doing.
It might matter later.
Yeah, this obviously looks like a puzzle. This area is permanently closed for reinforcement. But I want to check more of the place. Cool. Now I can move this. Good job, Robert. We don't have much.
There must be something I'm missing.
There's a lock on this key. Yeah, we don't have a key or bolt cutters. This is beautiful.
We should look around for more clues.
Oh, this is even more beautiful. Let's not go that way yet. Chaucer's tomb.
This isn't important right now. Maybe I'll come back later.
Okay. Shakespeare statue.
The monument to Shakespeare is missing.
The sign says that it has been moved to the renovation room for restoration.
Makes sense. Worksman cabinet. That's important.
No, this isn't it. That won't work.
Fine, and an old cloak.
Ah, it's a cleaning brush. This might be useful later.
Yes. Yes, it would be. Especially for the restoration room. Definitely. Thomas Part Tomb.
What are you doing?
I just wanted to look at this. Well, it's not important. Let's continue with what we were doing.
It may not be important now, but later it will be, I bet. What's this lead to? Cloister. Newton's tomb. Let's go to his tomb.
Suppose 20 to 1 on the third race. Nah, that's a punter's bet.
If I push that work light into the water, it would probably zap that guard.
A makeshift taser.
Yes. That's pretty rad. It really was a makeshift taser. Newton's tomb. Excuse me, had to sneeze. Oh, another secret. I see it. Ah, the sun. Praise the sun indeed. All hail the sun. All right, let's continue looking around. I know we got to look at Sir Isaac Newton's tomb, but not right now. Anything else? Was he the only guard there? It looks like it. Well then, ain't that something? Nothing on the altar but a weapon.
This is it. The tomb of Sir Isaac Newton. What does the next part of the cryptic scroll say?
Look at the controversy he has stirred. This child's son is key to find the word.
Interesting.
It's a celestial orb. That's the sun.
That's a celestial orb resting in a pyramid at the top. It has the signs of the zodiac on it.
Who is that on top of the orb?
That's a figure representing the science of astronomy.
Ah. Sir Isaac Newton.
The reclining figure is Newton, and those angels are holding a mathematical formula.
Is that an orb above them?
Yes, that is. The planets.
This shows the arrangement of the planets.
Yes, it does.
A telescope is used to view the planets and stars. Newton probably used one to make many of his observations.
Yes, he did.
A prism is used to diffract light into different colors. To be honest, I don't know much about it.
Well, a prism does refract light off of it. Yes, it does. And that's how you get the rainbow color. Like, biggest example, the band Pink Floyd uses a prism on one of their album covers.
There's a depression under here, and it looks like there's a fleur-de-lis symbol.
What's it for?
It's hard to say, but there's a small circular hole as well.
Latin inscription.
This is a Latin inscription that gives a general idea about Isaac Newton's life and work. Perfect! Look, it's come loose.
There must be something more to it. What do we do now?
Something happened. I'm just not sure what. There's a scroll inside.
What does it say?
It looks like a series of 5 separate poems, possibly riddles.
Grand-père would have put them in the order we needed to read them.
Well, assuming Seigneur did write them, it doesn't hurt to start at the top.
The father of the English poems are your, whose Canberry tails held moral core. Clockwise around a shield stops the name of he who can absolve your sin and shame. Through many tried his words define the rose, and iam's writ this man of loves and woes. A word you'll find that lies within the prose, which here denoted grants a ring reposed. The first child king of England made this place, where now he rests inside confessor's grace. The bard's denoted word will help you find a way to help release a king of kind. The cousin of the Queen Elizabeth, in Somerset the Baron lost his breath. His mother with a soldier ran away, but not before the night had made her day. Think back on all that you have now observed, and find the knight with whom you first concurred. He seeks the orb that ought to be on his tomb, but only if the seed lies in its womb.
There's a hole in the back here, as though something might fit in there.
But no words? Remember, we are looking for the password to the cryptex. Teabing's life depends on it.
I know, Sophie. Let's examine everything carefully.
I don't think we can do anything with Newton's tomb. Let's go to the cloister. There are guards here. That's one way to do it.
That's not gonna work.
I don't have the bolt cutters. Frickin' A, man. I need the bolt cutters. What's this?
This should come in useful.
Oh, this is the throwing object. Okay. Or, I guess you could throw any object, I guess.
This rope is connected to that light overhead. I could probably untie it and drop it on someone.
Wait, what? Wait. What? What just happened? I fell off the world. Oh no.
This way. We don't.
Oh my god. This happened because I fell off the earth? Really? Oh no, good. I don't have to go through all the secrets thing again. Good. It's already kept in there. Good. I'm not gonna worry about that scaffolding.
This is interesting, but I don't think it's related to what we're doing.
It might matter later.
I'm glad it saves up the stuff now because this is ridiculous. Oh, I gotta go through this damn closet. Freaking A.
No, this isn't it. Ah, it's a cleaning brush. This might be useful.
Yes, it will be useful later.
If I push that work light into the water, it would probably zap that guard.
A makeshift taser.
Nice.
This is it. The tomb of Sir Isaac Newton. That's a celestial orb resting in a pyramid. The reclining figure is Newton. A telescope is used. This shows the arrangement of the planet. A prism is used to diffract. This is a Latin inscription. It's the sun.
Like in the poem.
There must be something. Ah. This seems to be working. Look, it's come loose.
There must be
Something
something more
happened.
to it.
I'm just
What do we
not
do
sure
now?
what. There's a scroll inside.
What?
We need to go to Chaucer's tomb.
Amazing. You know, it was Chaucer that essentially made English the standard language among the upper class in London. Before his poems, they mostly spoke French and Latin.
Grand-père loved all poetry, as you can tell by the poems that lead us to here.
Right. Let's look at that poem again.
Clockwise around the shield stops the name of he who can absolve your sin and shame.
Well, the only person I can think of that can absolve your sin and shame would be a partner.
It's Latin. The translation seems to be a poetic eulogy. In Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, one of the stories was told by a knight. A knight in those days was not unlike the Arthurian legends, but perhaps a little more mercenary and a little less chivalrous. Sophie, you'd like Chaucer's story, The Wife of Bath's Tale.
Would I?
The prioress was a nun in charge of a priory.
Oh, Sister Sandrine.
There's also a story about a pardoner in the Canterbury Tales. A pardoner is someone who would absolve people of sin for a fee.
So only the rich went to heaven?
Sometimes they ended up very poor. Unfortunately, it was usually the poor who would pay. In the story, the pardoner's prologue goes into detail about the pardoning business.
So basically you can buy your way to heaven. Interesting. Well, the only thing I can think of is a partner.
It looks like something might go on top of this shield.
Perhaps it turns?
The sun? Yeah.
It looks like these letters can be moved around now.
Moved around to make what, though?
It looks like a word. Well, let's hear the hint.
We need to form some sort of word here.
It looks like it starts at the top left. What did the poem say again?
Clockwise around a shield stops the name
Of he who can absolve your sin and shame.
It's a partner.
I think this relates to Chaucer's Canterbury Tales.
That would make sense. Can you remember any of the stories?
A few. One of Chaucer's poems was about a person who would grant indulgences.
Indulgences?
He would absolve them of a sin for a fee.
So they would buy their way into heaven.
Well, yes. It's not unlike confessing your sins these days, except that they have the decency not to charge you for it.
Well, which story was it?
Let me think about that.
It was the partner. Oh, well that was easy. Ladies and gentlemen, a partner. A large ring?
We got it.
What's this?
It looks like a ring, but it's too large to fit on a normal person's finger.
Is it mentioned in the next poem?
Let's see. Though many tried his words to find the rose, in Iam's writ, this man of loves and woes, a word you'll find that lies within the prose, which here denoted grants a ring repose.
Huh.
There must be something we are not thinking of.
Oh, good, we got a checkpoint. Good. Good. So next time I fall off the world, I'll be back here. Nice. Why is someone calling? I hate when people call me while I'm recording. Second poem. Though many tried his words to find the rose, and Iam's writ, this man of loves and woes, a word you find that lies within the prose, which here denoted grants a ring of repose. Where would that be at? I would use this lamp, but last time I went in that corner, I think I fell off the world, so I'm not even going to bother using that lamp. Just forget that.
We don't have to fight.
It would have been cool to use the lamp, but nah.
I think they're hiding before someone comes looking.
Yeah, that might be the best. But I ain't gonna hide him. He should be disappearing the next time. Art Restoration Hall.
Just checking in, trying to be professional like.
If I turn on this light, I could probably distract one of those guards.
What in blazes? Who's flipping the lights on?
Just give up already.
What? I messed up. How did I mess up there?
Do you know how much I'm in?
He's out cold. I better move him out of sight.
Yeah, might be for the best.
I could distract a mercenary by flipping this light on. useful.
Yes. I don't remember this part of the game. It's been so long since I played this.
It's dark. I can't really see what I'm looking at.
Wait, what?
I can't see anything without the lights.
It's not dark. It's literally... What the... What?
I think this controls the power to the renovation room. That should cast some light on the situation.
I cannot believe you just said that.
I know, right?
There must have been someone over in this direction.
I'll fight if I have to.
Ha!
Would you really hit a later?
He'll be all right. That won't work. That's not what I'm looking for. No, this isn't it.
Bolt cutters. Yes. That would most definitely help me out. Ah, the great man himself, Shakespeare. William Shakespeare.
I still can't make it out.
It's covered in mildew. We'll have to clean it somehow.
Yeah.
Look, there's an empty can of cleaning solution on the ground. Maybe if we find more, we can fix it.
Worked. Now for the next part.
Nice.
That won't work. That's not what I'm looking for. This isn't important. No, this isn't it. That won't work. That's not what I'm looking for. No, this isn't it. That won't work. It's a marble cleaning solution.
That's exactly what we've been looking for.
Yes. Yes, it is. This fly is huge. There's a fly in my room. The fly's as big as my thumb.
When I get back to Hackney, I think I'll take a long holiday.
Nice.
Maybe I should try again. Now we can get that grime off the Shakespeare monument. Now I can read it. It looks like a quote from The Tempest.
What does it say?
The cloud-cupped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself. Yea, all which it inherit shall dissolue, and like the baseless fabric of a vision, leave not a wreck behind.
Huh. There's something strange about it.
It's supposed to be Y-E-A, not Y-E-A-H. That's a typo on them. Shakespeare's finger.
There's an odd clean spot around the finger.
I know what to use for that one.
Perfect. It fits perfectly.
Look, it opened something up.
What's inside?
A hand crank.
What's this for?
Let's look at the next poem.
The first child king of England made this place, where now he rests inside confessor's grace. The bard's denoted words will help you find a way to help release a king of kind. I do not think we have explored every possibility yet.
Checkpoint reached. Nice. I think I know where the third poem goes to. I think we need to go back to the entrance. Well, goodbye, Chateau Levette. My god, the QTE on that mission is horrible. Anyway, I think we need to go to, King, Henry III's tomb. Because that looks like the only place where the crank might go.
I suppose 20 to 1 on the third race. Nah, that's a punter's bet.
Knockout. There's a lot of these works here. Oh good, there's still public people here, thank goodness. Well, if you count public people as 3 people. 4, I guess. King Henry III's tomb.
There's some writing here. It says William.
As in Shakespeare?
As in the creator of this tomb. Or maybe both, knowing Sonier. Let's look at the poem again.
The bard's denoted word will help you find a way to help release a king of kind. So far, every previous tomb has given us something for the next one.
Good point. There's some sort of hole here in the center of these shapes.
Use the crank?
Ah, I'm on the right track. Did the 2 poems mention anything about a password?
Both poems made reference to a denoted word.
William Shakespeare. Tempest? That's the only word I could think of that's only the main word I heard from Shakespeare on the last tomb.
Where did we find a denoted word?
The statue of Shakespeare at the Shakespeare Monument was pointing
I
at the
think
word.
it's Tempest. I think.
Temples. Shakespeare was pointing to the word temples.
That would seem to fit here.
Really? Temples. Okay. Let's try it. Oh. Oh, that was Temples. I thought it was Tempest. My bad. They literally said the answer in that hint. King symbol. Huh.
Oh, what's this?
It looks like a small tile piece with a crown on it.
It could be a king's crown, which would match what the poem told us.
What does the next poem say?
The cousin of the Queen Elizabeth, in Somerset the Baron lost his breath. His mother with a soldier ran away, but not before the night had made her day.
That's a lot of people.
Yes, but in keeping with the previous poems, only one of them is a central figure.
I think the central figure for this poem, I think, is the knight. Oh, no checkpoint? Interesting. Yes, you can move this.
Nice job, Professor.
What's over here? Oh, St. John's Chapel. Oh, this definitely is the place. Nice. Wow, what a place. What a place, what a place. You sure this is a chapel? It looks more like a tomb.
This looks useful.
That's a weapon. I don't need that. Not right now. Oh yeah, Baron Hudson's tomb.
Look, there are tiles with symbols on them.
I know, and it looks like one of the tiles is missing. The lute and quill would be a bard's tools.
Yes.
Huh.
Blacksmith.
The weapon on this one is a glaive, which would be used by a medieval foot soldier, or possibly a mercenary. This crown here is a coronet. You can tell by the 8 circles on it. These are worn by barons. There's definitely a piece missing here. The smaller crown here would probably represent the queen. A full helmet with a feather is most likely to represent a knight. The pile of coins could mean a ransom or merchant. A Christian cross could represent the church or a priest.
Makes sense.
So far, so good.
Oh.
These tiles can be pushed down,
It's almost like a combination lock.
only with symbols instead of numbers.
Yeah.
The poem has something to do with this.
I think all of the characters in the poem are represented by tiles.
The poem doesn't seem to give the right order.
Well, the wording of the last line implies a reversal of order.
Let's look at that clue again. The 4th one, right? Not the 5th. We're on the 4th. Yes. The cousin of the Queen Elizabeth, in Somerset the Baron lost his breath. His mother with the soldier ran away, but not before the night made her day. Queen, Baron, soldier, knight. Alright. Queen, Baron, where's the soldier? Soldier, and then knight. Huh. That's not it.
These tiles can be pushed down,
It's almost like a combination lock.
Okay.
only with symbols instead of numbers.
Well, let's go backwards then. Soldier, knight, baron, and then queen. No. Interesting.
The poem has something to do with this.
I think all of the characters in the poem are represented by tiles.
The poem doesn't seem to give the right order.
Well, the wording of the last line implies a reversal of order.
Okay, let's check that again. It's not Queen, Baron, Soldier, Knight, and I did Knight, Soldier, Baron, Queen, and that didn't work. So it's got to be something else, right? Excuse me, had to sneeze. Oh no, this is a tough one. I don't know. Oh. I literally just mixed up the order. Damn, sneezing me.
What is this?
I don't know. It reminds me a little of the shield on Chaucer's tomb.
Let's read the last poem.
Think back on all you have now observed, and find the knight with whom you first conferred. He seeks the orb that ought to be on his tomb, but only if the seed lies in its womb.
This could be handy.
I reckon to enjoy every moment of this.
Have it your way. You're forcing my hand.
I think it would be best if you would let me go.
If someone finds this guy unconscious, I'll call for backup.
Action's on my mark. Get over here.
I will use force if necessary.
Don't sit still at all.
Robert, I need your help.
Not right now, Sophie.
Why don't we just call it even?
Oops, I messed up there. I did not even push that button, but okay, sure, whatever.
I'll fight if I have to.
I'm coming, Sophie.
You'll be all right. Yeah, this will do.
On my way. What the? How's that not hitting him? There we go. Damn. Fast dude. Big boy.
Have you had enough?
Forcing my hand. That last hit knocked him out cold.
It sure did. Alright, what now? Huh? Hold up.
It fits perfectly.
Yeah, I figured.
Did you hear that?
Look, a drawer slid out.
There's a scroll inside, but it looks like it's missing half.
This final puzzle will reveal the word that frees you from the losses you incurred.
But where's the other half?
We have the other half. That should be it.
It fits perfectly.
So strange a message, though.
Reading it out loud sometimes helps.
This final puzzle will reveal the word that frees you from the losses you incurred. Your family reunion is at hand. See through the picture and you'll understand.
Family reunion.
Robert, everyone in my family is dead but me.
That'd be a very disturbing reunion. But I think your grandfather may have had something else in mind. Look, these tiles were meant to go on top of the completed scroll.
Ah, you're right. Let us see what picture the tiles form.
Oh. No hints either, huh? Okay. Okay, so we got an A for that one, so let's not mess with that one. That obviously goes there. This needs to be at the bottom. This needs to be somewhere here. This picture's a little messed up. I can tell from here. Okay, we're getting something. Pay something. pagans.
It is a church.
Robert, look. There are holes in the tiles.
You can see letters through them. P-A-Y.
E-N-S.
Payans is the final password for the cryptex, and Huda Payans founded the Knights Templar, which means that this must be a Templar church in the picture.
Now what do we do?
We can use this to get Teabing back.
But Robert, anyone vile enough to threaten someone's life like this does not deserve to know the secret of the Grail.
I don't think we have much of a choice at this point. Teabing is my friend. Our friend. If anything should happen to him.
That is quite enough. I am afraid you two are very overdue.
Remy.
Overdue for what?
I believe I am the one with the power here. My gun will point you in the proper direction to move your feet. Go! You, wait here. And if you value life, be it yours or hers, I suggest you not move. I hope you did not think I did this all by myself.
What? What do you mean?
Remy, I am afraid your services are no longer needed. Teacher! Please believe I never had any intention of your being
Oh
involved.
my god.
You came to my home. You came searching for me.
Lee, what the hell are you doing? We thought you were in trouble. We came here to help you.
As I trusted you. We have much to discuss.
Let Sophie leave. You and I can discuss this alone.
I have given you the cryptex as a show of good faith. And I'm afraid that is all that I can afford to give you.
You couldn't solve it.
I am afraid not, Robert. I need your help.
Maybe I can distract Teabing long enough for Robert to think of something. Teabing is the type of person who hates having his own words used against him.
I thought you were... Yeah.
I thought you told us that only the wealthy can find the Grail.
Let's see if we can solve the cryptex.
What? How dare you say such a thing? I'll have you know that the Grail is my life's work. My life's work! If it weren't for your grandfather being too cowardly to release the truth to the world, we wouldn't be in this position now. But here we are. And Robert, you must make your decision.
What can you possibly hope to gain through this?
Why, Langdon, the one thing that I have always wanted the most. To release the Sangreal documents to the public as they were always intended to be by the Priory.
If the Priory wanted to release the documents, Saunier would have done so.
Ah, but I discovered a terrible truth. The reason the documents were not released at the beginning of the new millennium. At the ultimate moment of truth, Jacques Saunier changed his mind.
So you blame Saunier because the Sangreal documents were never released?
Wait. If Teabing is behind everything, then Grandpère's death. Teabing planned all of this out. He is the one responsible for Grandpère. You are the one responsible for my grandfather's murder.
This seems to be working.
Your grandfather failed the Priory, the Grail, and the memory of all the generations that had worked to make that moment possible. The man honored with the greatest responsibility in Christian history eschewed his duty. His seneschal were traitors to the Grail. He was also under the thumb of the Church, and that ultimately is why I had to put his mind at rest and complete his duties for him.
What could the Church possibly have over Saunier?
The Church has 2,000 years of experience pressuring those who threaten to unveil its lies. Since the days of Constantine, the Church has successfully hidden the truth about Mary Magdalene and Jesus. We should not be surprised that now, once again, they have found a way to keep the world in the dark. The Church may no longer employ crusaders to slaughter non-believers, but their influence is no less persuasive, no less insidious.
Employing Crusaders, persuasive influence, insidious. He's not just describing the church. Is he a complete hypocrite? He has done everything that he says he hates the church for.
Church has nothing to do with the warfare. The church.
You are no better than the church.
It worked. Now for the next part.
What are you talking about?
You manipulated Silas and Remy into working for you. You sent them to murder people who did not believe as you did.
But everything I did was to expose the truth.
What does it matter if you become exactly like the very thing you despise?
Oh, no, my dear. You have no idea of what you speak. Perhaps I can illustrate my point with something you've been wondering about since you were old enough to think. Miss Nauvoo, for some time now, your grandfather has wanted to tell you the truth about your family.
How could you know that?
My methods are immaterial. The important thing for you to grasp right now is this. The deaths of your mother, father, grandmother, and brother were not accidental.
What are you saying?
Robert, it explains everything. All the pieces fit. History repeats itself. The church has a precedent of murder when it comes to silencing the Sangreal.
Sorry, if you heard
With
that,
the end of
somebody knows
days
how to
imminent,
right now.
killing
Sorry.
the Grand Master's loved ones sent a very clear message. Be quiet. You and Sophie are next.
These are just theories, but there is one murderer to be blamed. Even if the church did murder my parents, he is no better. And now you have taken over where the church has left off.
What do you mean?
You have no proof about what happened to my parents, but now we do know one truth. It was you who murdered my grandfather.
It was his own fault. He and his seneschal lied to Silas. Otherwise, I would have obtained the keystone without complication. How was I to imagine the Grand Master would go to such ends to deceive me and bequeath the keystone to an estranged granddaughter? Someone so unqualified to hold this knowledge that she required a symbologist babysitter.
So it was you the entire time?
One way or another, the keystone was coming to Chateau Villette. Silas was supposed to steal it from you there, thus removing you from the equation without hurting you, and exonerating me from any suspicion of complicity. However, when I saw the intricacy of Saunier's codes, I decided to include you both in my quest a bit longer. I could have Silas steal the keystone later, once I knew enough to carry on alone.
The Temple Church.
But you still need a scapegoat. Someone to blame for the murders that lead to the miraculous recovery of the Sangreal documents.
I am afraid that Silas served his purpose all too well. As we speak, he is no doubt under the arrest of the police, and he is a well-known member of Manus Day. Listen. Can you hear it? The Grail is speaking to us across the centuries. She's begging to be saved from the Priory's folly. I implore you both to recognize this opportunity. We need to swear an oath together. A pledge of faith to one another. A knight's allegiance to uncover the truth and make it known.
I will never swear an oath with my grandfather's murderer, except an oath that I will see you go to prison.
I am sorry you feel that way, mademoiselle. And you, Robert? Are you with me or against me?
I know how to find the answer. Let Sophie go, and we'll figure it out together at Newton's tomb.
I am not going anywhere. That cryptix was given to me by my grandfather. It is not yours to open.
Sophie, please. You're in danger. I'm trying to help you.
Robert, my grandfather would prefer his secret lost forever than see it in the hands of his murderer. Shoot me if you have to. I am not leaving my grandfather's legacy in your hands.
Very well.
No, Lee, if you even think about it, I will drop this.
That bluff won't work on me. I know you better than that.
Do you, Lee?
I am a lone knight, surrounded by unworthy souls. Very well, a show of faith. Set the cryptex down, and we'll talk.
They'll shoot us both as soon as I do. I have to protect Sophie, and the Grail.
Oh, I missed one secret, but that's okay. You do what you have to do, Robert. There you go. What So he could walk? Oh, no, he can't. No, he can't.
Arrest him! The old one!
Oh.
The Grail! Don't you understand? The Holy Grail! It's lost! Lost forever!
It was nearly over, but there was one final scroll, one last rhyme to lead us to the ultimate answer. The Holy Grail beneath ancient Roslyn waits. Adorned in Master's loving art she lies. She rests at last beneath the starry skies.
Ah, the artistry, the stained glass. Oh, it is achingly beautiful. The Holy Grail beneath ancient Roslyn waits. Well, we're here. What's next?
The next line says the blade and chalice guarding over her gates. So I guess we look for the symbols of the blade and chalice.
Whoa. This is a beautiful church. Better save here. Roslyn Chapel. Alright guys, so I have to end my video here. Please give this video a like, comment on this video on how you can support, scratch out some videos like these. Alright, this is the Gamer. Peace out, and I'll definitely see you on the next episode of Da Vinci Code. Bye everyone! Wait, hold on one second. Oh, it's beautiful music. Ugh.